I'm Bear Grylls, and I'm going to seek out some of the most extreme challenges in the most dangerous locations on Earth, where having the right survival skills can mean the difference between life and death. I'm in Morocco, in North Africa, flying into the Sahara Desert from the Atlas Mountains. It's around your head, it'll buy you a few extra hours in heat that feels like...
This is a little camel spider, and these are... Try and get him to be still, there you go. These are like a cross between a scorpion... So, but really in this heat, I need to be drinking a minimum of a litre of water every hour. But one way I can make this water last longer is just to keep it man of treacle. You know, you take one step forward and then you slide back too. You see that's on the horizon, it looks like some treetops. So that's where I'm gonna go. It will help keep me cool. And this is something I've actually done before in the desert, but really anything you can do in this sort of heat to keep your head cool is going to prolong what took about 45 minutes to climb up, down about 5 seconds. Good, on my way. This is a little camel spider, and just a big mix of blood, guts, and scales.
Work out which direction to head in.
And what happens is that the prevailing wind comes from the northeast, from the Mediterranean.
That's the direction you travel towards the Atlas Mountains.
If you try to eat this, it'd be really bitter and it would make you sick, so it's actually going to dehydrate you further. But what they do have is good.
Palm trees, it could be a lifesaver. Food, water, and above all, shelter.
One of your biggest enemies in the desert can be heat stroke, and it can come on so fast, literally like just over an hour. And I've seen soldiers get it before and they're just completely incapacitated. But the first signs of it are just having a headache and just being really fatigued. And if you don't find yourself a shady spot soon, that's going to get worse. You're going to stop sweating as your body tries to conserve.
Where some plants might make you sick, you've got to know where to look to find something safe to eat.
Between us, the crew have managed to catch one of these little sandfishes. And these are like little lizards, but what's amazing about this guy is that he uses arms...
You can lose nearly a litre of water an hour, and you wouldn't even notice. If you don't drink, you won't have a hope. You need water whenever and wherever you can get it.
I kind of thought from a distance that maybe there'd be an oasis or something here, but there's not. But the Moroccans do say about these date palms that they have their heads in fire and their feet often in water. So I just don't know whether it might be worth trying to dig down a bit here. The only risk of doing this is you end up just sweating more and losing more valuable fluids. Look, it's just all bone dry down here.
But never give up.
Bone dry.
Just a drop of water is better than nothing, and an old army technique I used might do the trick. A dew trap. Scrape a hole about 1.5 feet deep and line it with a few palm leaves.
And then the next thing I do is put rocks in on top of these. And it's these that are going to actually collect the moisture. And the way it works is as these rocks cool down overnight and then the sun comes up, you get that contrast between heat outside and the cool rocks, and that causes condensation.
To finish the trap, add more leaves on top. What little water there is in the parched air won't evaporate, and overnight the stones should collect a few precious drops.
Okay, that should do.
Rocks are dangerous though.
Got him again. That's how fast this little fella is. Just like disappears into the sand. One of the most poisonous scorpions in the world.
I'm in Morocco, in North Africa, flying into the Sahara Desert from the Atlas Mountains. If I was stung by one of these scorpions and I didn't get any help, I'm in Morocco, in North Africa, flying into the Sahara Desert from the Atlas Mountains. I'm in Morocco, in North Africa, flying into the Sahara Desert